YouTube was a site that came out in the mid-2000s in February 14th, 2005. This was a place where you can basically post anything you wanted, and in other words, broadcast yourself. Although that slogan is not considered ironic, seeing how YouTube treats its creators. But that's besides the point. On YouTube, there seems to be a niche community of 24/7 streams and also live camera streams. An even nicher community is the RP community on YouTube, a community that resides in these 24-hour chats to roleplay. A lot of the people, as you would expect from a community like this, are minors. But what if someone takes advantage of that? Even hiding their age and past to seem innocent. Today, we're going to be addressing that. From what I know about Deaton Cox, he's been around in this site for years now. Within those many years, he's harassed many people and groomed many children. Despite the man basically having his entire full name on display, there's not much information on him. All I can gather is that Deaton Cox is allegedly 26 and lives in Vittersburg, Indiana. Also, based on his behavior in his videos, he's most likely special needs in some way, which is not an excuse because I feel like he knew what he was doing the entire time. I mean, he wouldn't lie about having a Twitter when he did have one if he wasn't hiding something. Oh yeah, I guess we should talk about his Twitter. Deaton, if you're watching this, which you probably are, you must think we're really dumb if you thought you could hide this from us. Before we start talking about his Twitter, I want to give Neocore a huge thanks for this find. Seriously, if it wasn't for you keeping this tweet in the video, I wouldn't have found any of this. He hasn't uploaded in 2 months, but you guys should definitely check out his channel. Anyways, his tweets are unhinged. I'm talking about harassment, a ton of anti-atheism, racism and homophobia, of course, possible foot fetish. I would like to point out that this person literally just turned 18 when he made this tweet, by the way. And just being an asshole in general. But of course, we have to address the elephant in the room, and it's this tweet right here. Hey, I heard you're 14. This is a good age. Would you like to take off your shirt for me? What the actual fuck? How screwed up in the head is this guy if he really thinks that this is okay to say to a 13-year-old? On Twitter, no less. Probably one of the most public websites you could do anything like this on. And I know for the fact the Deaton Cox writers are gonna be all over me on this one because, ew, the tweets were 2 years ago. Okay, and just because the tweets were 2 years ago doesn't mean he's void of all criticism. At the end of the day, he still flirted with a minor. And even if it was like 30 years ago, he would still not be void of any criticism about that. But if you want a recent example, then let's talk about that. Before that, I actually found his older YouTube channel through his Twitter. This is where actually a lot of the footage from the intro came from. There's nothing really too noteworthy about it aside from a half-assed apology that was only 10 seconds long. Also, for anyone who's skeptical, in the description I will be posting all of the sources that I used to get the evidence. So if you want to look through it and come to a conclusion yourself, feel free to. Going back to the apology, obviously he hasn't stopped anything he's been doing. We're going to be talking about 2 cases that, to me, make it obvious that Deaton has never changed. First, we're going to talk about something that was from 2020, but still pretty bad. First, you can see that this person is talking to someone else saying that they love each other. I hate to show her face like this, and she is a victim of all of this, but as you can see, this is her face. Obviously, she's a child. She looks like a child. Although, the screenshot doesn't show her channel name for some reason. If you search up her channel, you can clearly see that's exactly the same person. But again, that was from 2 years ago. And by the logic of Deaton Cox mods, it's irrelevant because it happened in the past. Here's what I'm really iffy about because they didn't really give much evidence that she was actually a minor. But I'm still going to include it anyways just in case. This one was actually from this year, so you might want to take this one into more consideration. As you can see here, he's currently flirting with someone named Skylina. I'll admit, there's not really much to this one, but it would be flat out irresponsible to rule out the possibility of it being a minor. And then, of course, there's the most recent case, Kai. Deaton actually dated Kai before, which although in RP, it's still very creepy, and I still have to call that shit out. In fact, when they broke up, Deaton, the allegedly 26-year-old man, throws a hissy fit and cries, like the shitty-ass diaper baby he is.
If she hadn't broken up with me, I wouldn't been happy right now. No, Kai, I won't calm down until you love me again. And until you stop being so grumpy with me on the live chat. But it's not her choice. I can't calm down. That's the problem. It's your fault, Kai. You're the one who broke up with me. If you hadn't broken up with me, this wouldn't be happening right now. Danielle, just go the heck away. I can't calm down until Kai remembers that she loves me.
Okay, you get the point. This 26-year-old man is crying like a baby because he lost his girlfriend who's only 13 years old. Oh yeah, I guess you need some evidence for that. And here's my proof. As you can see, this is Kai clearly showing her face. It doesn't take a genius to tell that this is someone who clearly isn't of age. And I have a lot of trouble believing that Deaton did not see a single one of these videos. I've even asked her if she was underage in the past, and she said that she was. Although, you're just gonna have to take that for a grain of salt because I don't have the screenshots for it. The one thing that I needed to close this case, I didn't get, so thank you, past me. Although people who know her well can probably tell you that she's definitely not over the age of 18, not to mention that she does not look 18. You don't need to be a doctor to know that. That's really everything I have. Once again, the sources are in the description if you want to come to your own conclusion about this. Deaton, I know for a fact you're gonna watch this video, so why do you keep doing this? Even going as far as to pretend like you never had a Twitter or an old account. Because once again, you were caught, and you're gonna take the L for this no matter what. In fact, I'll make sure that you take this L with grace no matter what. And with that, I really have nothing else to say, so bye.